It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego politico, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun diary, diary politico. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làjù.
Máyégún ti dé.
Hello there, brethren. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and a good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Máyégún live. So thank you very much for joining me. And remember, after reading the caption of the broadcast, read the description as well, and then like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them to join us. That Máyégún today, Máyégún is live. So we're back to politics, and the politics of the characters who are pretty much like the key player in their political space in Nigeria. So they are all gearing up towards the year 2027, and this time with much kind of like, determination and force and effort to ensure that whatever it is that you are rating the call loose government of won't really count. But what will matter is the number of people that they are able to recruit, because a lot of people are willing to be recruited anyway. So with Wike returned back to Rivers State, this time to launch or inaugurate a group called the Renewed Hope Ambassadors. If you pretty much remember the state of things between Wike Fubara, between Wike and the APC, Ekpekebe, as well as with Wike and maybe others too, but especially in Rivers State. So Wike, as he did the last time when he was in Rivers, right, doing what he called the tour of all the local government areas to rejig his own political base ahead of what is now happening. So Wike, with money, cars, buses, to splash on his supporters and those who are buying or pumping onto the renewed Shege 2.0, or 2.0 is called. So the money is there, and so is the crowd, and all they had to say in the last 2 days is still pretty much touring of what happened in Rivers. Yes, that's where we're going to start from. Tonight, there are other happenings that we join, including that of Okpebholo of Edo State, the governor of Edo, who is promising Tinubu 2.5 million votes. And now he has also launched his own Renewed Hope Ambassadors. So that might be the drive for the 2027. Every state of the APC, Ekpekebe, would have to set up what they call the Renewed Hope Ambassadors. And that is where they are going to get most of your favorite government critics employment. They will be recruited as ambassadors, and it is already happening. So first, let's go to Rivers State, where Wike was kind of like being generous, but before the part where he gave them buses, where there were speeches, of course, dances too, music. So Wike and his own supporters claimed that they are doing all of this for Tinubu's re-election, okay? So Fubara, on the other hand, is also saying he's doing his own bit to get Tinubu re-elected, all of them for renewed Shege. But the point here is that with the Wike and others are saying Fubara is working against Tinubu by denying them their assemblage, by denying them the use of the main stadium, Yakubu Gowon Stadium. They are supposed to be in the same camp, Abi. Yeah, the confusion is just about brewing. So we see how that plays out, okay? So with the Wike and his co-travelers.
Fulfillment of that. Excellency, I want to really apologize to our people for the mammoth crowd and the way we have displeased them. Very uncomfortable environment. We had actually planned for the stadium, but the governor of the state denied us that stadium. But we are here today. Your Excellency, we want to thank you. You have made Rivers people proud. You can see them in their numbers. When people talk about renewed hope, what is renewed hope? We had a point in time when the country, there was hopelessness and we were in disrepair. We had a situation where we called a merciless regime. We had a situation where nobody wants to relate to Nigeria. Our currency was oscillating and the filling stations were down. Nobody was ready to believe in us, no investor. A man, Bola Tinubu, took the plunge and said, I will go for this job. And a man who got himself prepared, he said he's prepared for the job. And immediately he came on board, said, this job is not for ice cream sellers, that this job is for those who are prepared. And immediately he set the ball rolling, and he was able to talk about our petroleum issue. There are few people who are making this country to death. But today, we can see the good news. That's what we applied to the state government for the General Gowon Yakubu Stadium. They refused us. But let me say, next time we will do this. If you don't approve it, we will break it by force. Morale, nobody got him moral like Wike. Morale, nobody got him moral. I say moral. Yeah, nobody got him moral like we. Yeah, morale, nobody got him moral. So, the coordinator of the state, right again to the state government, choose a day, we inaugurate the world level. I want to say to everybody to hear, enough is enough. We are all from River State. Nobody can deny us the facilities of the state. If you don't agree to give us, we will do the useful and we'll take it by force. Heaven will never fall. Even when heaven falls, everywhere will be at peace. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And God bless you. If they don't like you, somebody will like you. Oh, wait. If you don't like me, if you don't like the weekend.
That's a weekend. But prior to that, right, they were lamenting about not being allowed to make use of this. So he inaugurated this, the new Shege ambassadors. I'm trying to find a name for them. Kind of weird, right? So he was there with a lot of buses, practically like a brand new buses to share cars, money. And he told them not to worry about the 600 billion naira that they believed Fubara is using to buy people, from the Wike side to his own side. So we're going to watch that. And that is a bit of a stretch. So take your time, right? Here, with the Wike.
Inaugurated word by word, unit by unit. I will take a date to make sure we inaugurate them. I have told the leadership of the party, the way they have done for local government, so we will do for the wards. We must provide vehicles for each of the wards of the 319. Since their mama born them, they never sabi. Since their papa born them, they never sabi. Since their mama born them, they never sabi. Yes, so we get my leader, show them the way. So nobody should be intimidated. We are here to support you. The members of Elders Council have agreed to make more commitments to make sure each ward gets a boss, to make sure the campaign for the New Hope agenda is being realized. Let the fear you, Political rambo. We applied to the state government. The vehicles there, you don't need 600 billion naira. You don't need it. All you need is commitment. And you have shown it. What you have done today, let me remind you, will bring a lot of envy, will bring a lot of hatred. Don't mind half. Be committed and continue to support Mr. President. See how far we crossed. As a man, you find the world. I can see, I can tell, and I know it's your grace, my So this is a joint coalition. It has never happened in any state. But they will better what you are doing. But we have led the way.
Excellency, you're welcome, sir. May I ask that we rise on the feet for the national anthem?
You see that massive number? Yeah, those are going to be the ambassadors, the renewed. It's quite crazy though, you know, like what are they going to be telling people? They will be telling them that Tinubu saved Nigeria from what to what? Yeah, well, that's going to be for logical person. Somebody who's trying to be logical. What are they going to be telling people in the face of all of this? And it's like the opposition is almost like uncoordinated so far. So who is going to stop them? And how are they going to be stopped? And all that kind of questions, all right? Because normal, people will say anything that is associated with APC, ordinarily shouldn't even like come next to your door. Talk less of them preaching that if not to you again. But it's Nigeria. They will tell you once they make you get used to these bad behaviors, bad leadership, and they will make it as standard. And they will ask you, do you think anybody can do better than us? They just have to make do with what they are offering you. This type of a leadership. So at the same venue where one of the House of Assembly members, remember this, they said they were given the 350 million naira constituency project money that they never did, even though they are still holding a FUBARA for not awarding contracts to them. Some of them who collected this money were said to have just squandered it. But one of them got himself this Elon Musk car. He brought it to the venue. Yeah. So yeah, everybody is trying to fight for his own pot of, or should I say, plate of porridge. Not even a pot. Pot is quite like more than for one person, I would say. The other one that also benefited from the school administrators, local government elections, right? That helped with Wike to regain the local government control in Rivers State. One of them is Eche, the one that went to Dubai the other day, making video and telling his people that he's enjoying his life. He was also there where they are launching the new Hope ambassador. Remember him? Somebody said he's displaying some sign of a psychosis or mental problem. Now let's go to Edo State, where they have also launched their own renewed Shege ambassadors. Tinubu lost Edo State, lost to Obi in Edo State in 2023. But with the emergence of Okpebholo, the Dodoyo governor of Edo, it seems that it's about to change, because he's been, from day one anyway, he's been saying it. He would personally deliver 2.5 million votes to Tinubu. That is 2.5 million voters in Edo State for Tinubu. That's quite massive, substantial, if he is able to do it. But it seems that his confidence seemed to have risen a bit more higher this time, where he launched his own renewed Shege ambassadors with money, cars, and fanfare. Now he's expecting these ambassadors to bring back at least 3.5 million votes, making it 6 million votes. People are now saying, what exactly is the population of Edo State? What is the population, or what is the total number of registered voters in Edo State? That in itself is under 3 million. So where is he going to manufacture the remaining 3 million from, right? I don't know. But people clapped when he said it.
I'm promising Mr. President 2.5 million votes. My chairman added to it 3.5 million votes. Today, my woman leader is also adding to it. So we have a big fight. That is 3.9 million votes. The other day, I was just watching a small clip where I saw a 90-year-old woman saying, I will vote this time. I will vote this time. If a 90-year-old woman that is sitting at home now know that Okpebholo said is 2.5 million votes, then the younger ones were already full with it. Are we not ready for 2.5 million votes? I can see the caliber of youth standing here. It's not about gender. It's about who can move from one place to another. We are looking for somebody that will live here now, whether it's rainy season or dry season, to move to Edo North. The women's job is coming. We are going to inaugurate them very soon. That is ward and unit level. And I want to let you know that this inauguration is the new hope for Mr. President. This is one branch. The party own is also coming. So we have a lot of work to do. Everybody must be engaged. Our people are getting what we want in terms of development. Nobody can beat Asewaju's record in this country. The man has proven himself. We can only say we are replacing somebody who is not performing, not a performing president. I want to let you know that we are ready. A lot of machines, reforms, coastal road, everything is ongoing. What are we going to cry for again? Come 2027, by the grace of God, it's already settled in Edo. The message of Renew Hope, take it to the grassroots. Let everybody know about Renew Hope. When we are eating, it's Renew Hope. When we are drinking water, it's Renew Hope. In church, Renew Hope. So we are also going to have our religious Renew Hope group. We will not leave any stone unturned. We must deliver according to our promise.
Nuisance, Lily.
You know something, right? They're actually doing what they know how to do best. Politicians doing what they can to canvass for vote and buy the ones they can buy, use every tool in their own toolbox to keep power. But they just don't do it alone. People who would join you and lament about the situation in the country, how these criminal politicians have been so heartless in their dealings and all that, are the same people that are going to gather together and do all this groundwork for them. Politicians don't go out and rig themselves, no. They still have to use the same people that you and I still live with or mingle with every now and then. And the poverty capital of the world like that, you have them in abundance. They're always there, available to be used. So with money, then they have all this, what they call the structure, where they can infiltrate every sector. Your office, your public transportation, your mosque, your church, your women association, your, what do you call it, estate association, and all of those kind of associations, they will infiltrate them with people like that who are always going to come around and try to convince you, try to convince you, to make you see that things could have been worse. Because if anybody said that a day will come that Nigerian naira will get to 2,000 naira to £1, it's this kind of people that will tell you that it is impossible. But now that you are there, they just want you to appreciate that it could have been worse. So just appreciate that what they have given to you is the best they could give, the best you can make do with. So anything outside that is just you living like on imagination, according to them. So they have to frame what they think you deserve based on what they have to offer you. This is the mediocre or the mediocrity called leadership. Anyway, 2.5 million or 3.9 million, right? That would be up to the Edo people. And there are hundreds of thousands of them who are indeed going to help them do the multiplication and all that. Others will tell you, you know, they can't get anything like that for Tinubu in Edo, but time will tell if you have an election. On the other side, the opposition continue to experience several sort of like disorganization, those coming from the personal ambitions of some of them, and others coming from the judiciary. Take, for instance, that of the PDP. PDP held their convention last year, November, 2 months ago, thereabout. So where they, after months of leadership tussle, battle, this and that, in and out of court. So they finally had one. And not without different court cases, injunctions, ex parte orders, all those jargons. So they had one, then they announced their new leadership, who also sacked Wike and others from the PDP. But somehow, their announcement seemed not to be of any effect. With Wike right now officially has no party, but he's not accepting that, because he's like, those who are making such, those who made the move or sacked him, they do not even have the power to sack me. Now, a court yesterday in Ibadan announced that the PDP convention, Federal Court in Ibadan said PDP convention, which they chose their leaders, right, in Ibadan, is invalid or it's null and void, something like that, like it shouldn't have been held. So PDP should put together a caretaker now, They will then see the party until they organize another convention. And by the PDP constitution, as they say, there is no place for caretaker. By one of these, their court orders as well, political parties can't just put in caretakers in that sense. So now, PDP seem to be back to square zero. Yeah, they are back to court. They are back in court saying that they are going to fight it in court. And it's just like doing the same thing again and again. Okay, so they are going to fight it in court, and then they won't be probably, or by the time, I want to say that they won't be part of the formidable group to say they want to challenge Tinubu in 2027. So wicked. Or by the time the court is going to finally say, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, you are fine now. You're fine, legit. It would have been so close to their elections that again, maybe they will run into another trouble choosing candidate for their party. So PDP is done for in that sense. But that is not what their chairman, Turaki, the guy that is now about to be changed, or the guy that has been sacked by their court. This is what they have to say.
But in the matter that was decided this morning in Badan, we went to court and we asked for an order of mandamus, just like I've stated. And there are some persons applied to be joined, and they were joined, and there was no counterclaim. There was no other press before the court. And the court, as it were, went beyond the boundary of the issues that were before the court, and like Father Christmas, awarded to litigants reliefs which were not claimed before that court. It's a fundamental principle of law that the courts, our courts, are not charitable institutions. They do not give unto individual litigants what they have not asked for. Even if you ask for it, you have to prove your entitlement to it before you get it. So we have appealed. Now, am I concerned that these appeals have not been heard? I am not concerned as a lawyer. Now, there are processes that are usually done before an appeal matures for hearing. And these processes are, each party will be given an opportunity of a fair hearing. And that fair hearing means that parties will now file all their briefs within the time stipulated by law. Now, counsel on both sides in this matter have done something that is worthy of praise, because counsel, even without an order by court, were able to now compound the time within which they are supposed to file their briefs, and did so commendably, timeously. But when you file processes, there are usually sometimes arises the need for replies to be made by the parties. And these replies will also be filed. But I want to say that both counsel on both sides have done what is worthy of commendation, and all briefs in these matters are now in the court's files. But I am aware that there are a lot of appeals that have matured for hearing in the ABUJA division. And I understand that the court is desirous of doing the kind of Marshall Plan they did for Lagos division. Because in Lagos division, there were more than 500 appeals that were arrived for hearing, and then the court had sought to create about 11, 12 panels that sat and were able to dispose of all of them. In ABUJA division, I'm aware also that there are more than 400 appeals that are ripe for hearing. So we are praying that the management of the Court of Appeal and leadership in their wisdom will also create that Marshall Plan for the ABUJA division, and then set up special panels that will hear all these appeals. If that is done, I am hopeful that our case, being a political case, is one of the cases that will take priority. So very soon, in the nearest future, I'm sure the Court of Appeal will set up a panel that will hear and determine all these appeals. One of the things we do pray probably should be done by that court will be the consolidation of all these appeals, so that there will be one single judgment that will now be binding on all the parties. If you also look at some of these cases, you could see that most of them are somewhat interconnected in their roots, so that the basis of one ultimately is also the basis of the others. So a determination of the key issues in this appeal will determine all these appeals and will also bring to rest all other matters that are pending in various courts in Nigeria. So we're hopeful. I'm not concerned that the matters have not been heard. I'm hopeful that very soon the Court of Appeal will set up a panel to hear all these appeals.
You won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Either you believe it or not.
They won't need a plane to travel. They won't need a car to travel. Do you even listening to this, their chairman of PDP and all he said, at some point you probably will be asking, so what's he talking about? Like, what's he trying to say? I will help you. But listening to him, is it not clear, right, that the wahala they are in, they are not coming out? Not until maybe after 2027, because it is deliberate. They have Wike's group, another group, and this guy's group, Turaki. They all have different cases in different courts all over Nigeria. And that is intentional, because there is no effort to harmonize them, resolve their issue. No. The plan is never to resolve the issue, ever. Because if they should resolve, Wike's relevance, Wike's usefulness in the hands of Tinubu is probably going to wind down so much, all right? So as they are hopping out of one legal case, another one is cooking, maturing. As they jump into that again. As they are coming out of that one, another one is already maturing. So it's going to be from one case to the other, because it is with a Wike, is a lifetime, or would they call them the member of the bench, a life bencher, which means with a Wike that you are looking at, if he chooses not to be a politician, do you know that with a Wike could have been a judge? Yeah, it could have been a judge. And that is why being a politician, understanding the usefulness of the compromised judiciary to do all your battle in this sense is one unique gift that only a corrupt system like that of Nigeria could really entertain, unfortunately. So PDP is not coming out. It is not going to happen. And they have election next year. They are not even talking about their party primaries, because who is going to conduct that? Who are the executive legally that is going to be able to say, okay, we are now the one in charge of PDP? It's not going to happen. Where is their spokesperson? Yeah.
Well, it only shows the wisdom that my Lord used in arriving at that, because I'm sure that my Lord cannot point to the constitution of the party anywhere where there is a national caretaker. But again, I have tremendous respect for the court, and which is why the court should stay away from the internal affairs of the party so that they don't become politicians. But you do know that perception and reality may have divergence, but when they converge to the extent that people lose faith in a process, when the CJ of the Federal High Court pays a courtesy call on the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory and trembles in front of that person, and you now see a streak of judgments. I'm not saying anything, but I'm simply saying that you find a situation where the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court goes to beg the Minister of the FCT for land and houses for judges of the Federal High Court. I'm not saying anything, but I'm simply saying perception.
That's a very strong allegation, and I doubt
no,
that.
but
it's
public. It was public. I will send you the video. The courtesy call was public. And the minister was even saying, oh, how many of you are there across different jurisdictions? Oh, we'll start with the senior judges or the younger judges and all of that. So what perception do you and this is the same CJ that we have written to say that there are particular judges that we have seen a history that any case where some people are part of, that these cases go the other way. And incidentally, all these cases go to those people. We are not accusing them, but we are simply saying perception. Because it is a fundamental issue in law that justice must not just be done, it must be seen to be done. And so for me as a lawyer, when I look at the things that are happening, and I see, the other day during the Daily Trust dialogue, Honorable Uchenna read a report where the confidence in the judiciary is below 20%. Inyemebong didn't say that. PDP didn't say that. It's a survey that was conducted. So when we lose faith in the judiciary, when we lose faith in INEC, remember, the First and Second Republics collapsed because of the collapse of national institutions. The INEC courts were still sitting when those republics collapsed. And so all we are saying is that the judicialization of politics is wrong. And if the Supreme Court has said for the umpteenth time that the matter of political parties is non-justiciable, people should stay away from it so that they don't become politicians in the process.
Yeah, but you are still going to court, and you are still going to court to seek what you say is justice. I mean, you've appealed the nullification of the Ibadan National Convention. You're still relying on the court.
Because that's all we can do.
Right. So now, on the issues raised,
it is all we can do because we believe in democracy.
And it is true. The Supreme Court actually ruled that the judiciary, the judges, okay, they should stay away from the cases that involves asking courts to determine how political parties should be organized, or how you know what I mean? Like, it is not the business of the court to tell the political party how to choose their leadership or what to do in their party and the rest of that. You know? But they are back in court, and they're going to end up in that Supreme Court that is likely going to maybe rule differently this time and say, you know what, yeah, we'll now kind of decide for you. It's crazy. System that works like that, right? It's Nigeria courts. One person that takes us into their courtroom most of the time to show to us the banality and the crudity, and some points, you know, the unseriousness of the Nigerian courtroom, where you have judges conducting, and you know what I mean, it's Omoyele Showore, or where judges have been mostly, you know, disrespected by the other government agencies like the DSS and others, okay? So it's Showore. But this time, it is not about the judge, or it's not about the court, it is what happened inside the courtroom with a DSS witness. You know, they are charging Showore for defamation, as well as, you know, the ability to cause disruption, national crisis, something like that. You know, they said the way he's been criticizing calling him criminal, right? They said this could trigger the supporters of Kolu to start a national crisis if Showore is not stopped. And Showore was like, okay. It was his turn to defend why he called Tinubu a criminal. He's not relying on his own, you know, on his own words or his own evidence per se, other than somebody that openly, all over the place, called Tinubu international drug dealer. And today he's an ambassador. So you, DSS, you said because I called Tinubu is a criminal. And that automatically is something that requires you to protect Nigeria from my speech. Here is somebody who called Tinubu drug dealer. And today, your agency purportedly screened him. And you never asked them to give you evidence of why Tinubu is a drug baron or drug dealer, international drug dealer. So that's, you know, that exchanges actually took place in their courtroom, and it was captured on camera. So I said I would share it with you. She already told us about it, right? But this time, you actually have to see it, how it played out. Let's go to their courtroom.
No, you are a thief. But all that Tinubu is a non-drug lord. It's not an unprintable word. I've got facts to back it up. You know, I've got documents to back it up. I spent my money. I went to Chicago. I went to the court. I got the certified two copies. All that is a drug lord. That is.
You work in the media DSS. Is that correct?
No, my lord. I work in cyberspace monitoring unit.
Are you aware that the 2019 trial of the defendants by the DSS is on the official website of the DSS?
I am not aware of that, my lord.
That the defendants' phones have been with the DSS since 2019.
My lord, I do not know anything about it.
I put it to you that there is an order of court mandating the DSS to release the defendant's 3 phones to him since 2019, and you have failed and refused to release the said phones to him.
My lord, I do not know anything about it.
Are you aware that there is a judgment and a ruling in that regard?
No, my lord.
Can you tell this honorable court where the DSS keep the phones, seized phones of detainees?
No, I don't know.
Yes, my lord, sir. On the 19th, 2024, your lordship, sir. 19th day of February 2024, my lord, sir. On Monday, the 19th day of February 2024. 2024, my lord, sir. Yes, my lord, sir. Per Honorable Justice Emeka Nwite, my lord, sir. The Monday, yes, my lord. My lord, may I respectfully apply to tender from the bar the orders of this court made by Honorable Justice Emeka Nwite mandating the DSS to release the phones of the defendants since 2024. The certified true copy of the said order is here with me, Your Lordship, sir. Thank you, Your Lordship, sir. We have given them a copy of the order already, Your Lordship, sir. When was the video uploaded? On the internet. When was it uploaded on the internet?
I do not know when the video was uploaded. I know when the video was uploaded.
Please, goodness. It's not your place to ask questions you are not asked, my lord. You restrict yourself to the questions you are asked.
I do not know when the video was
So it's fine, just answer. It's okay. My lord, I said, when was the video uploaded? He said he does not know when it was uploaded. When was this video made?
I do not know when the video was made.
Yes. The question, Your Lordship, is who recorded the said video?
I don't know who recorded the video.
Where in Brazil was that video allegedly made?
I do not know where the video was made.
You did not interview the president regarding this video.
Oh my Lord.
You did not take any statements from the president confirming if he was a person in that video or not.
I did not take personal statements from the president, my Lord.
You do not have before this court any complaints by the president over any defamatory matter. You do not. Is that correct?
No, my Lord.
As a cyber security, as a cyber expertise, a specialist in screenshotting pictures and videos, are you aware of the current state of AI videos, artificial intelligence videos, that is now very popular and rampant? Are you aware?
My Lord, firstly, I did not state that I am a cybersecurity expert in my testimony the last time. Secondly, AI videos are publicly known. Everybody knows about AI videos, so I know about AI videos.
That's okay. Is it correct to say that the service conducts security checks and background check on political appointees like ministers, ambassadors in this country?
My Lord, That is not my schedule. I cannot speak on it.
My Lord, sir, unfortunately, he did not answer my question. He answered the question that appealed to him, Your Lordship, sir. And my Lord, that is quite very wrong. The question they answered was not my question. I did not ask him of his schedule, Your Lordship, sir. I said, is he aware that the service he works for about 10 years now, is involved in screening? He's asking me what happens in my house, and I said, I'm not aware. I said, is he aware, sir, that the service he works for, that pays his salary?
We're going to come back to that. So the exchanges in the courtroom where the DSS, busybody, is harassing Omoyele Sowore, assaulting him because of Tinubu. And they said he's defaming him, calling him a criminal. When somebody who actually said he did his investigation went all over the place, Reno Omokirikiri. So Reno Omokirikiri was like all over the place. So if he was able to pass through the DSS screening, confirming that Tinubu is an international drug lord, why should Sowore come and prove to DSS that Tinubu is not a criminal? That's the part. Watch this.
The place he goes to every day, whether he's aware that he conducts security and screening for political appointees. It's public knowledge, Your Lordship, sir. That's the question I asked him. He did not answer. Are you aware or not? Testified before this court that you monitor events on the social media 24/7. Is that correct? I said one of the most popular social media personalities in Nigeria today is a man that has just been appointed an ambassador, Reno Omokri. Do you know him?
Yes, my Lord.
Are you aware of the videos of Reno Omokri where he alleged and insists up to this moment that the president is a drug baron, an international drug baron? Are you aware of those videos that are on social media?
I'm not aware, my Lord.
Sought by the defender, by the defense, be rejected by this court and saying be marked accordingly, should be marked rejected. If I may just read that certificate, sir. This is what Monica Iba said. I also verify as follows that the documents containing the statement were produced by the computer during a period over which the computer was used regularly to store or process information for the purposes of any activities regularly carried on over the period. That over that period, there was regularly supplied to the computer all the conditions listed in section 84. Where is Monica Ayuba? Abi Monica doing whiskey? I urge your lordship, with every sense of responsibility, to reject this video. I thank your lordship. Also to have it so marked so that it will not be smuggled again. Thank you, sir.
With due respect, sir, the submission of the next 6, with due respect, is new learning to me, sir. And also, Section 24 speaks for itself, your lordship, sir. Section 24 does not lay the requirement, sir, that only the maker of the document can tender it, your lordship, sir. It only stipulates conditions, my lord, sir.
Is admissible under Section 84 of the Evidence Act provision will not state conditions. Do state conditions to be satisfied, among which the maker of such document sought to be tendered is not one of the conditions. It is relevant. The proceeding has been agreed and accepted under cross-examination and answered, or he answered in cross-examination of the said Roman or Morphy. I admit the document of relevancy and on the ground that it has satisfied the conditions under section 84 of the evidence act. The plant drive and the certificate of compliance are hereby admitted in evidence and marked 8 and 8.
We've called Ashiwaju a drug lord, and so many unprintable names we've spoken about with regards to candidates.
Well, that's not true. I mean, if you can tell me the unprintable names that I've said, please say it here. That is false. I've not used any unprintable names.
Drug lord, a pleasant name. Is that something you can?
No. Please, can I respond to that? Drug lord is not an unprintable name. If you are a drug lord, first and foremost, if you are a thief, it is not right to say you are a thief. How am I going to tell you that if you are a thief, I'll come and meet you and say, oh, you are a nice person who diplomatically likes to take things that do not belong to you? No, you are a thief. But all that Tinubu is a non-drug lord. It's not an unprintable one. I've got facts to back it up. I've got documents to back it up. I spent my money. I went to Chicago. I went to the court. I got the certified two copies. All I think is a drug lord. That is not an unprintable name. The issue, look at what happened in Colombia. They had a president who had a non-drug lord background. It affected their country.
Yesterday, I did a video on Bola Tinubu to answer a simple question. Just yes or no. Are you a drug lord? Because
the place, he goes to everything.
Yesterday, I made a video and I asked Bola Tinubu to answer this very simple question. Bola Tinubu, are you a drug lord or not? But he is now ambassador designate, ambassador to nowhere, Reno or Mogirigiri. But let's leave that. Go to somewhere that looks like a courtroom as well, but it is the chamber, the National Assembly, the Senate, where they are discussing the state of the Nigerian railway. And right now, they are calling for a probe. Meanwhile, Tinubu's regime is bragging of modernizing rails in Nigeria. I don't even know what that means, right? But in their own chamber, the National Assembly. Please watch this.
Investigation told me when they started commuting, they were commuting 10,000 passengers in a day. Last 2 weeks, Mr. President, I visited Kaduna like I used to visit Kaduna with the railway. And what I found and discovered was simply a tragic Nigerian story. I ventured into the leader of the railway, that is the manager, and he rendered these statistics to me. First, he told me they were committing 10,000 passengers, and because of the terrible nature of Kaduna-Abuja road, most people come from Kaduna and walk and travel back to Kaduna. The 10,000 passengers they were doing a day was reduced to about 800 to 900. The 10 shuttling that we are doing a day was reduced, Mr. President, 2 times in a day. And I was made aware that while the railway was working on full capacity, they were, of course, creating a revenue of close to 1.8 billion monthly. The story I'm about to reel out, Mr. President, that at this moment, there is no live cargo except one that goes to Kaduna and sleep and come back in the morning to Abuja. What that tells you, I was a subcommittee chairman of SHAPI, the government of Goodluck Jonathan then formed billions of naira into that revenue, into that airline, railway. But what is found that, what is amazing and Nigerians are unaware of is that everything that came in terms of the cargo and coaching were second-handed.
It is true that the number of trips has dropped drastically from 5 to only 1. And this is simply because the bandits have damaged the truck and they have vandalized the trucks, and it takes a lot of time and resources, and these resources are not available. As you rightly know, even contractors that have finished their jobs, they are now finding it difficult to get paid. So the same problem is now extending to the services like Nigerian Railway Corporation. We are on it. I called the Minister of Transportation and also the MD Railway Corporation to discuss this issue almost on a weekly basis. And I have been putting a lot of pressure on him that, look, this rail line used to be the pride of the nation.
Pointed out. I don't even think you were in charge at that time. He pointed out that they were conveying about 10,000 people a day. And the people paid. So where did the money go to? And then we also borrowed billions and billions to Putin from China. Why would they sell us second-hand rail coaches? What about the rail tracks? Why second-hand? So we have a responsibility as a Senate, founded in the Nigerian Constitution, to ask questions, to look into these things, and to correct them. We have always said that we're a corrective parliament. So we must look into these things and let Nigerians know where they went wrong. And if there are people that kept the money for us, saved the money for us to buy the second-hand ones, then we get them to bring back the money. From their hands alone, we can recover enough money to repair the coaches you are talking about, if we need to repair them. Or we ask for a total refurbishment. That's why we want a holistic look into this. So the distinguished Senator Adams Oshimole, APC, we had set up a committee under you to look into this railway system. Look at the red tracks, look at the coaches and everything, and why they were failing. And why it would take, like he said, 3.5 hours for something that should take 25 minutes to Kaduna.
Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair. Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair. Nigeria is so
very unfair. Like, I have never seen anything like this in my life. I've only had just one life, though, except in Nigeria. Nigeria politicians write themselves like open checks. They pay themselves the highest that any political office holder in the world could earn, right? They have everything for free, including Medicare, travel allowance, vacation allowance, this, that. And not just themselves, including their own spouses, family members. And yet, that one that they reserved or claimed to have reserved for the public use, money meant for infrastructures, money meant to pay pensioners, to pay workers. Even money meant as palliatives to support the vulnerable, these guys will steal it. They will steal everything. I have never seen the crop of people that hate their own country like Nigerian politicians ever in my life. I don't know if you have seen any. Like you hate your country so much that the country gave you so much. The moment you become an elected public office holder in Nigeria, for the time being, you can tell that you have become one of the 1%ers, the 1% Nigerians who have everything. And then you have 99% who don't have anything. So you've been privileged enough, or greed, something in them, they will still take. And wherever they manage to pretend to be constructing public structures, infrastructures, for example, they will still go as far as using substandard materials, or changing the contractors, doing some sort of shoddy things, because to them, it is an opportunity to steal something. COVID-19, remember that during the Corona time, they gave palliatives to people. And these politicians took it, rebranded it. And one of them actually used it as souvenirs for our own birthday, 40th birthday. Baba, they will steal everything. They buy themselves brand new cars every year. Like, who does that? Every year you have to buy latest brand new cars in thousands all over the country. But yet they are not satisfied. They need to take and take and take. The railways is not working because, they've looted the money. When it was working, what happened to the revenue they generated? Story. It's crazy. Like, seriously. Well, let's leave them and try something else. Because to Kolu and this gang, all that matters is 2027. So today, they welcome the PDP governor, or maybe former now, PDP governor of Taraba, who joined them. So Shittiman was the one to lead the pack to go welcome these Kefas in Taraba, the trip. Let's watch it.
You can grow coffee on the Mangila, you can grow tea on the Mangila, you can grow avocado on the Mangila. I want to assure you that the president is solidly behind you. Now that there is a realignment, a re-engineering in the center, we have every compelling reason to support him to succeed.
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
Shitty man. He is the vice president of Nigeria as we speak. But he didn't go to Taraba to tell them that, look at what we have done with the Mambila. We are now growing poppy, we are growing tea, we are growing avocado. That never used to be the case, right? So that's to tell you that this government means so well, and we can do more. See what we have done with all these areas. See but he's telling them that we can start growing. We can. What the heck, man? Because they have no plan of growing anything. He's the guy who is talking about going to the moon. That's why we call him a shitty man. Maiduguri Elon Musk, the rocket man. He will go and read Wikipedia. He will go and read some quotable quotes from quotes online. He will read, and then just to sound like he's a well-read guy but he's just, you just need to listen to him enough and see how much he's so struggling to want, like a wannabe orator, sort of. Alaye, you are in government. You should be talking about what you are doing. That's not been done before. So that you can say, look at this, look at that. Not we can. It's mental. But then they have their chairman, who was to officially sort of like welcome the campaign governor from PDP. And his own statement, Yelwatada or something, Yelwatada or something. That's his name, chairman.
We need in Taraba is aligning with the center so that all the benefit that comes to the center will come to Taraba State. Taraba State is the richest state in terms of agriculture, solid mineral, tourism, and all that you need in Taraba is aligned with the center so that we get the power sector from the Mambila Plateau settled. We get the agriculture sector settled. We get the youth engaged. We get the women productive. We get the economy more productive. And that's what the government is trying to do. And he has done rightly. And I'm sure in the nearest future, you see the benefit of moving to be part of the progressive policies of government at the national center. Mr. Governor, you've done right. Mr. Governor, you've done nothing wrong. And we welcome you to this biggest house, where I can say proudly that in my father's house, there are many mansions. Mansions accommodate the governor. Mansions accommodate all the people of Taraba. Mansions accommodate even the remnants of PDP left. We are giving you lifeline. The people of Taraba that are left in PDP, the remnants left in PDP, We are giving you lifeline. The time to come back and be saved and to begin the biggest ship of Noah. The time is now. Come and be safe. Come and be part of the center. Don't destroy your political future by remaining that sinking ship. Come and align with the center to be part and parcel of the government that we are forming in 2027. Having said that, and having welcomed the governor of Taraba to the APC, I want to invite the governor of Taraba to be given the flag of the APC, to be given a symbol of power, to give a symbol of transfer. Your Excellency, I'm proud to say that your transfer and clearance and medically you've done, declared to join the APC. You've been declared to join the APC. This is the symbol of your transfer from PDP to APC. Take the sign, flag of unity, flag of progress. So all the members of APC, both old and new, you have equal right, equal opportunity, equal, no difference between the old and new. Your Excellency, I urge you to unite the party, bring the old and the new together, give everybody an equal platform so that they can give the equal opportunity. And that's what we want to give you. And the symbol of unity is a broom that will bind the old and the new. In this broom there are many strands. Strands of the old, strands of the new, strands of the youth, strands of the women, strands of the young. This is a strand that you unite everybody to become one, regardless of tribe, regardless of religion, regardless of age, regardless of even educational background. Everybody is now one. Take this.
I'm highly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people approving. People should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers. Hunger kills more than coronavirus because some people are less privileged. Due to foreseen circumstances that I said it, some people are less privileged, which they are based on daily pay, which are not even based on salaries. But our government thinks that the lockdown is the best solution to coronavirus, and proving it to an extent and to the levels of alacrity that if someone die in coronavirus, it's more efficient to die in hunger. Because some people will be at indoor. There's no way to make a.
Anyway, that's from Taraba. So Kolu himself returned back to Nigeria this evening, but we'll come back to that. APC is so popular that anybody who is advising them to drop Shitty Man, the Mumu ticket, Muslim ticket in 2027 is only deluded or delusional, yeah. That is what one of the northern APC folks have to say. Because according to him, go and do the survey. APC is everywhere. Governments are joining them. A lot of people are joining them from all over the place. So why should they now appeal to the sentiment of people who felt like Muslim ticket has polarized Nigeria more than ever? Is APC popular like that, Mr. Liu?
The first question you should ask, are the Christians still complaining? Are the Christians feeling so changed with the Muslim ticket? And I'm sure it's no, because, I mean, all the fears that the Christians had, has been alleviated. I mean, certainly, this government has got nothing to show on the ground that it's favoring the Muslims over the Christians. So I think the Muslim ticket can still fly with the APC.
No, but the other part around the grumblings of the North, and this has come up consistently. Senator Ali Ndomi made this statement again on our primetime show on Arise News just on Wednesday. What do you think about that?
No, what did he say? I just came back this morning into the country.
No, I'm telling you that he said there are grumblings. Can
you tell me, what did he say?
That he said that there are grumblings in the North.
What did he say?
That there are grumblings in the North and that the APC cannot afford to ignore the grumblings because it would have political consequences come 2027. Do you agree that there are grumblings in the North? And certainly, how can APC better work?
Well, certainly if there are grumblings in the North, it is worth looking at. Certainly if the Muslims in the North are not comfortable with it, that will not be done. Certainly. Because in terms of the numbers, we're talking of the numbers, and this is a political decision.
Are there grumblings in the North? Is what I should ask. Do you agree? Because you're just saying certainly if are there grumblings in the North? You're from the North. Do you agree with him that there are grumblings in the North?
Yes, I'm not only from the North. I'm a Fulani man. Grumbling. What do you mean grumbling over a Muslim? Or grumbling over a Christian?
That they're not.
Yes, there are more Muslims in the North. So listen to me. Certainly, if you drop a Muslim for a Christian in the North, there will be a problem. Certainly, that's because of the numbers. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
But about grumbling, I don't know. But I'm telling you that if you replace a Muslim with a Christian, a Northern Christian, there will be a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's in a way we are. Don't even think about it. So a group of young people called the Kano Youth Forum, they have presented a 200 million naira check to Gandola, the Babariga mobile banking CEO of Kano, and the former chairman of the same Al-Qaeda People's Congress, APC, Ekbekebe. So these young people said they are supporting Tinubu for second term by purchasing his interest form. APC is even here to say this is how much they're going to sell presidential form. The last time, it was a 100 million naira per form. So this time, they are not probably going to print another form, maybe just one. And these ones are willing to give 200, but it's just a cardboard. I don't know, maybe it's just a stunt. But here you are, not check, but cardboard check to buy Kolu, the 2027 presidential form ticket.
Excuse me. This is a check of 200 million to purchase the nomination form of His Excellency come 2027. You will guide us, you will direct us, you will lead us. The money is there. You will pray for us. You will tell us when to go and when to stop. His Excellency, you will come accordingly. Excuse me.
I mean, they can't be pulling a stunt on Gandola. The man that if he sees money, his eyes will start rolling like this, for real. So they can't be 200 million naira. Easy peasy. So Kolu returned from Turkey this evening. So, Olu, he got back into the country after all that happened in Turkey. And to prove to everybody that he's not as sick as some people want to think. So, let the politics begin. That's what some of them are saying anyway. Let the politics begin. In Abuja, right? They are currently having a local government elections, right? Which is going to take place any moment from now. The APC in Abuja, PDP, but that part of the PDP is not really clear because Wike is rooting for the APC to take over the whole government of that place in preparation for 2027. It's sort of like a plan that is afoot anyway, but they still have to have the election or pretend to have it. So then the ADC, the coalition party, they are participating as well. And somehow people are like, wait, this ADC of the thing, right? The way people would ordinarily sort of like expect to be to pull their weight in every of these elections, test run what you are still going to have to face, over time when you face a call in 2027. But they tend to not really be interested. However, I have seen some of them online. In fact, their spokesperson, Bolaji Abdullahi, accused Peter Obi of not doing enough for their ADC. He even said there is no ADC secretariat in Anambra State and all that stuff. He said, okay. However, people are also beginning to ask them, why are you or Atiku and the rest of them are not being part of their municipal elections, and what do you call it? Local government elections in Abuja. But somehow, I have been seeing Peter Obi going about doing campaigns in the name of the ADC. Some of their candidates meeting people and the rest. And there is no ADC guys, all these big shots anywhere. So that gives you just one thing, right? When the final result of their Abuja charade comes out, they declare the APC winners of all of the area councils, then these ADC guys will be on TV to tell you that Peter Obi was there to campaign. How come they didn't win? And they'll tell you about his influence, that is not as, it's not as sharp as some of you probably think it is. No, it's not. But the point here is this. They are meant to be coalition, Abi. And they are meant to be the ones to present themselves as the alternative to Kolu and APC. But they all have their own different agendas. I promise you, most of these agendas have nothing to help Nigerians. Nothing. But here, we have seen him around. We've seen him at the timber market, seen him at the apple something market. That's Peter Obi asking people to go and support and vote for ADC. But they're not going to declare them winners.
Happening day after day, month after month, year after year. We must change Nigeria. Let nobody make you lose hope. I'm not here. I'm not scared of anybody. And for me, I'm in this election. We must have a better Nigeria for our children.
Hello, sir.
You're welcome, sir. We are delighted to have him in our midst as the Motor Spare Parts Dealers Association. Baba, you are welcome, sir. Motor Parts, Motor Parts,
Yeah, he's been there. They also had him, I think, with, somewhere again in Abuja. He's doing all of that, oh. Sure, you get. There is no article, there is no all these big men in that regard, right? Amechi is being seen everywhere, also going to talk to the potential delegates if their coalition goes into primaries, so to say. But something like this, I mean, come on, if Atiku is there, all of them are there to just show that any election, right, we are interested, or no rigging, or no nothing, or. So if they get rigged, everybody go back and work on how to probably fight back in the next one. But no, the agenda is the agenda. The agenda is to keep Ekolu in power until 2031. And if you don't get it, you should probably forget about it. This was in too at the Undigu, I think a conference or something in. So that was him. So leaving that part, let us take a peep into the reactions of those who claim to be obedient, all right, in the developing political, what do you call it, the political dramas all over the place, including the mobilization being done by Wike in Rivers. So there is an obedient that feels like with Obi or ADC, they are not really showing enough to show that they are ready to take on the APC next year. Remember, this one is just a free opinion of somebody. And that could be anybody.
About to campaign has actually started. Campaign has started. I'm watching currently, because I haven't been online very often, in the past couple of hours, let me just say past 38 hours. I've come to realize that something is going on in River State, a form of mini campaign. They are consolidating every single, level of government in River State under, you understand, the what do you call it, the campaign of Tinubu.
No be mini campaign, no, na proper campaign.
Yes, a real campaign. I saw them, I even
real campaign in all the LGAs.
I swear to God, I even saw one of them that came to the campaign ground with cyber truck. But anyway, the point I wanted to make is this. Please let us understand that it is time to protect what we are here for. Enough. I'm not saying no, we should not, but let us understand that there is no APC person. OJ is my guy, but not APC person. When I'm discussing politics, I will not involve OJ. Right?
They are not here for you. You can talk from now to the end of the time. They will never listen to you. Please, can we please guard our own? Our goal should be to win more people to our side, more support to our side. Whenever they come and throw these wedges in the discussion. They come and ask these silly questions that derail you or rile you up. And then what do? For the next 20, 30, 40 minutes, you are there discussing nonsense and they have successfully done what they wanted to do. You will never see the APC hosting a political space and any of them request mic and go up there. It is usually properly curated. There will be a host, a co-host, maybe a third co-host, and then there will be a central speaker, and then maybe 2 or 3 guest speakers, and that is just about that. At most 6. There's a reason why they are doing these things, because they are trying to pass a message. They are not looking for the opinion of their supporters. They already have what they want to sell them. Maybe we should also learn to do the same. I'm not saying we should, block off discussion completely to people who do not allow people to be, but we should know when people are coming to derail us and either do the needful, give them their limited time to speak, or get out. But if left to me personally, I will not involve any APC person in anything that has to do with a discussion that has to do with what they call it, campaigning an election. It is election season. Let us guide our own narrative. Our narrative is more important because whether you want to believe it or not, we are underdogs. We are underdogs. These guys, that is, they will outmuscle us. They have the financial war chest. They have everything. Do you see them hosting these spaces? No. But whenever you call for any rally, the ground go full. How do you think they mobilize these people? So what I'm saying is this. We are coming from the back. We are already 10 points down. So we are fighting our way up. So I don't think we need people who are already ahead of what they're about to come.
I know. That is how they discuss their political views online. And it works so far. Most of the time, it's also their own Achilles heel too. Mostly what the APC, Ekbekebe, leverage on to get to know their thought process and how they can project anything on them. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Okay. Well, let's stop by in Lagos before we call it a night. The new coastal road, the Lagos part, where they have shanties already being built up, those legal structures being built on the side, were seen being destroyed by Loma yesterday. This time, destroyed and packed and taken away. That's in Lagos, and these two was also in Lagos.
Send me the server come. Send me the server for plate. They don't need a server for plate. For lucky plate.
God help us all. So thank you very much for your time, everyone. And it's been a very quiet, slow January, but we are glad we've seen the end of the first month in 2026. We have 11 more to go, right? So whatever it is that you are missed to do in January, now you have another month that you can possibly try that out. Okay, so do not wait for when it is almost too late. But nothing is ever too late anyway. Just do it now. So I wish you all the best. I'll see you next month. Enjoy the rest of the evening, right? And good night to the rest of us over there. Okay, remember to like the broadcast, share it if you haven't already. And I will see you next month. That's tomorrow. So good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Mayegun dayari dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun nọ́mbà wá. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọn ò bẹ́ẹ̀bẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o ayé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.